Good morning and welcome to everyone. Let's start our class today with a prayer together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, Guru Preceptors, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, beloved Master, Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, saints of all religions, we bow at thy feet. Bless our satsang now with thy divine presence. Help us to be ever more attuned to thee, thy vibrations, thy light, thy joy, thy love. Om Shanti Shanti. We'll have a song and then an excerpt from a talk by Swami Kriyanandaji on this topic of how devotees fall. Welcome again, everybody.
Behold all the wonders God's grace can bestow, if you but reclaim what you've given. Why not ask of God any wonder you crave? Worship me to satisfy all human needs. Dominion now over all this noble earth. All I ask of you is worship me. Get thee behind me, Jesus declared. Satan, know you not our Father offers love in your stead. His gift of love to all is my only food. He is all I own. What does man need but him?
Then the darkness lifted, love destroyed Satan's power. Then at last the Savior could begin bringing all to God. For he taught them in freedom, wanting not in return. All he offered was perfect peace, perfect freedom of soul.
God is all I love. He is all there is. Wise is he who says, I am wholly his. God is all I fear. Lo, my throne of power, shaken by his love, was destroyed in that hour.
Throughout all the world, a new spirit was born. Jesus brought to men's hearts hope for those steeped in sin.
God is all I loved. He is all there is.
Jesus brought to men's hearts hope for those steeped in sin.
God is all I loved. He is all there is. Wise is he whose hearts I am wholly his. once you get onto the spiritual path and you understand that the truth is not out there in the sense it's in God, that it's really been God all these lives that we've been seeking, only God, the bliss of the soul. We understand that. But you know that ego doesn't let you go all that easily. And so it is that I would see fellow disciples of mine too, who would somehow hold back a little part of themselves. Well, I'll tell you, I'll make a confession to you. If I'm a good teacher, and I don't know that I am, but if I am, or to the extent that I am, it's because I've been through it all already. All the doubts that anybody could have, I've had. And I know, unfortunately, that in past lives I was full of those doubts. Master said so. What's good about it is that I've resolved them. I don't have them anymore. But while you've got them, you look at the guru and you think, well, I don't know if he's right. Maybe. But I got to have my own opinion too. And so the ego comes in. And as a result of that, you don't completely find it. And you stumble.
Good morning again, everyone. I'd like to start with a pretty amazing story from Hare Krishna Ghosh's Master's nephew's book about his memories of being with Master. One day, as I was sitting by Guruji's side, with many devotees all around, a man came and stood at the door with tears in his eyes. He was trying to come in and touch Guruji's feet and say something to him. Guruji looked at him and said to him, "No, don't come in." I was surprised to see him refusing to let that man come in, but the man was still standing there. After some time, Guruji said to the man, "When you repent for what you did, you are pardoned." The man came in and touched Guruji's feet and said, "Guruji, I am very sorry for what I said before you left for USA. I am very sorry for those words." Then Guruji blessed him. When all was over, I was very curious and asked some of the senior devotees as to the cause of all of this. Who was that man and what happened to him? His face was disfigured and he could not talk properly. The devotees told me, "Hare Krishna, this man, out of some jealousy or some other reason, spoke some bad words against Lahiri Mahashaya in front of Guruji. This happened just before he was going to America in 1920. Naturally, Guruji was very upset with that man and asked him to withdraw those words which he had said against Lahiri Mahashaya, but the man didn't do it. Then Guruji said to him, 'If you do not withdraw your remarks, you will be punished by God, and the mouth by which you speak those words will be disfigured.' And so it happened. After Guruji left for America, that man gradually showed signs of what he said. He could not speak properly and could not eat properly for 15 years. But in 1935, I have seen that man become quite normal within 15 days when Guruji blessed him and pardoned him. So I have seen Guruji apparently angry at times, but he was also very merciful too. I also felt that this was the all-powerfulness of Lahiri Mahashaya. What an amazing story, and an interesting story because the man first went against his gurus, but then he came back and he was pardoned. And this is the question we have today. How do we stay on the path? How do we stay loyal to the teachings? How do we stay loyal to the guru? How do we stay loyal to our meditation? How do we keep going from now, whenever we started the path, to the very end of life. That's a long journey. And some people start out and they're very enthusiastic. They're at the level one, and there's always a lot of people. How many people stay to level 3, 4, Kriya? How many people keep practicing Kriya their whole lifetime? How many people remain a disciple? And so at the beginning, it seems all nice and fine, but we have to learn how to stick with what Master's given, stick with his path, his teachings, the techniques, all the way through to life. What happens is there's a battle between the soul and the part of you that just doesn't really want to put out any energy, or is it likes what its old life, it likes the old habits, it likes the desires, it wants those things, it likes the attachments. And the soul is pushing, pulling at one end, Divine Mother's pulling, the gurus are pulling, and then this old part of us, it just doesn't want to change. It just doesn't want to be bothered. It just doesn't want to put out any energy. What's wrong with who I am? What's wrong? I'm a nice enough person. There's nothing wrong with me. It just doesn't want to change. And that's the delusion. That's Maya that keeps us involved in the world and all the old friends and the old places we like to go to and the old things we like to do. And it's a long, long journey. Master Swamiji asked Master, he said, "Have I been your disciple for thousands of years? I mean, that's a long time." And Master said, "It's been a long time. That's all I will say." And we have to know that we've been trying and trying for who knows how long. And Mr. Quaran said to Master, he was a disciple, Master said to him rather, that I lost sight of you for a few lifetimes, but I won't lose sight of you again. And Senor Quaran said, Promise me, Master, you won't lose sight of me again. Please don't lose sight of me again." And then Swamiji explained to us that it was Quran that lost sight of the guru. It wasn't, the guru never loses sight of the disciple. But as we lose sight, then one problem after another, one delusion after another, all the things we think, if I just get enough money, if I get a bigger house, 5 cars, whatever it is, then I'll be happy. It's just a delusion. And you find at the end of life, you've grown old, you're weak, you don't have your mind as clear as it was before, your friends are gone, that job that was so important, it's not important anymore. Maybe you have money, maybe you don't have money, but are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you uplifted inside? And so Swamiji would say that at Mount Washington was like a hotel. People checked in, people checked out. They just couldn't stay with the path. And we have to realize that there's always something that's going to try to pull us away. And so today I want to go through some specific ones, the main pitfalls that draw us off of the path. I'll go through them one by one. The first is, well, first of all, we have to realize that when we pull away from the path, that we're pulling away from God. We're pulling back into ego. We're pulling away from our soul. We're pulling away from who and what we really are. And honestly, we're pulling away from the guru's protection. We think that we can go outside of that, but Master, one lady who came and left, she found another guru. He said, "Very well, then I'll withdraw my ray." When she came back, the glow that she had, the upliftment, the joy, the happiness, it just wasn't there anymore. He was protecting her. His light, Master said 25% is your effort, 25% he will help you, and 50% is God's grace. And another wonderful promise is Master said, if you keep trying, no matter how many tests, how many times you fall, how many times you leave, if you come back, if you keep trying, God will never let you down. So I want to go through these now, and hopefully this will be a help for you to stay strongly on the path. The first is a sense of superiority. Now, I've seen this quite a lot. I love what Swamiji said about people giving him praise or whatever. He just never took it to himself. Master never took it. None of the gurus, our gurus, ever took it to themselves. I see people taking it to themselves. Oh, now I'm a yoga teacher, or now I teach meditation, or I mean, I've heard it all. I have this position. There's 300 people under me, and I live at such and such an address. Or what? Honestly, I just still don't get that one. What difference does it make? You're a soul. That's the important thing. And any teacher, your duty, your responsibility is to serve. It's not to be served. And Swamiji said, when people touch my feet, I feel they're blessing me. It's not like they're giving, I have some big position. Everyone has the role they need to play. And so this whole thing of give me a role, let me be seen. Oh, let me be a star in the play or whatever it is. We have to realize that that's a big delusion. It's huge. It's all me, I, me, mine, ego. And so try to reduce that. Serve instead. Find ways to serve where you can just get out of that thought of yourself. Let other people shine. Give them the credit. If you did something with somebody else, a team, it was the whole team. Or give the idea, that was his idea. Give it to somebody else. My idea, it was my idea. I just see it so much, and it's so painful. It's so immature spiritually. And so, no matter what is going on, what other people are doing, try to reduce yourself, the sense of self and self-identification, the sense of I'm better than other people. The next one is not keeping a strong sadhana. Now, this is big. I mean, I ask different groups of people as I go throughout all the centers. Now, a lot of people aren't meditating, and there are Kriyavans. A lot of people aren't meditating twice a day. A lot of people are barely meditating or whatever. If your sadhana is not strong, meaning sometimes, you have a hard time, it's less. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Try to catch up when it's less. Sometimes you're traveling, you can't do as much. Well, that's an excuse, but that's what people say. Sometimes you're ill, but try to keep a solid sadhana. Sadhana is, what is it doing? It's keeping your consciousness uplifted. It's keeping your energy uplifted. It's keeping your attunement there to God and gurus. If you're not meditating, you're just going to have a harder and harder time. Meditate in the morning, meditate in the evening, meditate again in the day if you want. Meditate longer, once a week. Go to the long meditations. I know most people don't go. But you find that you get weaker and weaker, your aura, your spiritual energy, your attunement, your joy level, whatever it is, your magnetism gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker because you're not doing the practices. Energization is vital as well to keep your energy strong and uplifted so you can fight off any delusions that come to you, any desires that are creeping in and attachments creeping in. Be careful. Keep your sadhana strong. Keep in the spine. Keep centered. That's what I'm saying. And if you can keep centered, things just won't touch you as much as they will if you don't meditate, if you don't energize. Peace, you feel peaceful doing the Hong Sa technique. You feel interiorized through Om technique. Just hearing the sound of Om, it just attunes you, uplifts you. Then with Kriya, you're burning up karma. And if you're not doing that, I'd say good luck to you. Really make it a priority. You've taken a vow, I will meditate. I will meditate daily. I will meditate twice daily. and just make it a priority in your life. The next one is bogging down because you're going on alone. People say, well, I don't need the Sangha. I don't need to go to a center. I've got my own center and, I do my own thing. Well, that's a delusion. You need the magnetism of the place, the Sangha. I think of Gurgaon Center. It's been there, I don't know how long, but a long time since the very beginning. The vibrations in that place, the vibrations of Kriya. We just had another Kriya there this weekend. The vibrations of the long meditation, the vibrations of the Christmas 8-hour meditation, the vibrations of the chanting and the kirtans and the joy. You need it. You need the Sangha. You need the vibration. You need the energy. You need the other Guru Bhais. And you need the teachers there. And so I know people, they take Kriya and then you never see them. They're gone. They're long gone. This is a big mistake. Once you take Kriya, you need to, before, during, and after, you need the energy of the group. The group's energy is pushing you forward. The energy of think of it, all the guru bhais you have, all the books we have, all the music we have, all the techniques we have. You need it all to get to the end, to be able to be free. Otherwise, what I see is people are home with distractions, one distraction after another. I couldn't come for this or that. The next one is being in the wrong company. Wow. Environment is stronger than will, to make sure the timing's good. Environment is stronger than will. Now, people go off on a vacation, they're with the wrong people, they're maybe, I don't know, doing wrong things, habits come up that they weren't there before, and suddenly you're in the wrong environment. And you find yourself doing things you wonder, how did that happen? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I drink that? Whatever it was? Because the environment was wrong. And so here again, keep the environment. If you can't get somewhere, then we have Tuesday night, there's a satsang for Kriya Bonds. Wednesday morning, this is daily life satsang. Wednesday evening is a healing satsang. Saturdays, there are programs, there's meditation. Sundays, there's no excuse not to be strong in yourself. And so be in an uplifted environment. Even if you can't get anywhere, get on the screen. The next one is not serving. Wow, just thinking of yourself. Well, that doesn't work because you get more and more engrossed in your own problems and your worries and your fears and your doubts and your own delusions and us four and no more, my little family. And as soon as you start serving, there's more energy that comes. Master said, to be in tune with me, serve my work, and the channel's blessed by what flows through it. So his energy is coming, your strength is coming, his ideas are coming, inspiration's coming. Find a way to serve forever, I would say. I would say meditation is not difficult for a lot of us, but I would say the seva has propelled me so strongly. There are times when I couldn't meditate that well, just serving, call people on the phone, do the healing prayers, go to the class and help set up the chairs, bring the prasad, bring the flowers. There's so many things you can do. Serve, serve, and serve. Next one, I just have two more, it's a very important one. Dishonesty. Being insincere, having excuse after excuse, making up stories. Lying is another one, just making up a complete fabrication. It just doesn't, it's not true. But you're living behind this and you wonder, why doesn't my life work? How come Guruji's not helping me? Well, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with others. You have to be clear. And another one is with that is be sincere. What is your intention on coming? Is it just to be seen? Is it just to go nice, sit in the back row and absorb of whatever it is at the satsang, or just go to have the food at the time of prasad? What is your intention? The intention should be, I came here to learn to meditate. I am going to meditate, and my intention is also coming to help my guru's work. Be sincere. The insincerity, it will cut you off just in a second, and you wonder what's wrong. Master can't help you if you're insincere. You see how he brought that man back. He blessed him right away when the man said, I'm sorry for what I did. Go to your altar, say, I'm sorry, whatever I said or did, or whatever it was, whenever it was, I want to be completely sincere with you, Master. And the final one is resistance to any advice from those who've been on the path longer than you. Now, Swamiji used to talk with people, not for hours and hours, but he would give advice. And many times we heard from different ones that people would come out and say, oh, he said this. And it would always be what they wanted it to be, even if he didn't say that. Now, that I can't tell you what I've heard people have said I've said, but anyway, be honest with that. If you don't want the advice, don't ask for it, and don't act like that it was something that it wasn't. And so resistance to anybody coming into your world is big. Any of the acharyas or your teachers or who are they to tell me, or they don't really know. And you have to really understand that people are there to help you. But if you have a hidden, secretive life all the time, you don't want nobody, I don't want anybody to know. I find that uh, or creates problems. And I can say it strongly because I used to be the same way when I first came. I didn't want anybody knowing. Why are they asking me where I'm going? Why, it's my own business and it has nothing to do with them. But Divine Mother's trying to come through your friends, trying to come through your teachers, trying to come through your guru bhais as best as she can. And so living a secretive life on your own and resisting advice doesn't get you anywhere. Then finally, when people leave, they think it's going to be all right. It's scary. I've seen people who afterwards I've seen them wherever it was, and they don't look the same. The energy is not there, the light is not there, the joy is not there. And what I see happening, and I can say it because it happened to me, that things seem to get worse and worse and worse because you pulled yourself away from the guru. It's not the guru pulled away. He said, I withdraw my ray, but really you're the one withdrawing the ray. You go step out of it. And as you do, things tend to just get worse and worse. You stop the meditation, you get lazy, you don't have the same attunement. And so here again, I would say if you put out the effort, no matter what, no matter how many times you feel you've been beaten down or test came or this didn't happen the way I want on the path, Master said you might think this path is difficult, but the worldly path is much harder. It's much harder. And so if you just keep trying, no matter what, keep trying to meditate, keep trying to serve, keep trying to go to this, just keep trying and resist, resist, resist the pulls that are telling you don't get up and meditate, don't go to the Sangha, don't energize, it doesn't make any sense. You can't meditate anyway. Just resist, resist, resist. Be with strong people, be in good environments. And if you keep trying, as Master said, God will never let you down. I can say my whole life, I can say that Master, he was always there. Sometimes I wasn't there, but he was always there. I can't say that he ever, ever was not there for me when I needed him. God bless you all. Now ask Natindra to join on screen.
Thank you so much, Dhanaji. We have a few questions. The first one, Dhanaji, is that are there any early indications that we may be drifting from the path so that we can catch or fall earlier rather than later?
Yes, non-attendance. You never see the person anymore. And they come after a year or 2 years or whatever, and they don't look so good. So not being around, not coming on to the programs on Zoom, online, not coming to Korea. Wow, that's a big one. Um, yeah, a kind of little bit of a flippant attitude about things. Why do I need to come? I don't need to come. I'm doing fine on my own. I hear this from people, and then suddenly they're not there anymore. wanting to be secretive. That's another one. Telling untruths. This is big. Cutting corners, big. And taking all the praise for yourself. You know, if you brought prasad, just be humble with the prasad. Don't say, yes, I made it with my own hands, and I've made this for dozens of years, and it's my mother's recipe, and I hope you like it, and please take some. Leave it alone. Just give the prasad. I mean, just say God is the doer. Thank you, Master, for allowing me. But going on and on about yourself, and I hate to say, I've heard it so many times here. It's not important. You're not important. Leave it. And we try to have people in charge of things who don't feel a sense of importance. And other people, and Swamiji didn't put anybody in a role of leadership who wanted to be a leader. He just didn't. And so accept whatever you are, whoever you are, the role you have, and just wasn't even a sense of humility with Master because he didn't have any ego. And so I didn't see any, I never saw it in Swamiji that he was, look at me, I was with Master, you weren't with Master. I can tell you, never. So get rid of the thought of yourself. And how you do that, serve, be in the group. Um, get some advice, and how about taking advice, as Jayaji would say, you're coming uh, for me to hear you, or are you really coming for advice? And a lot of people aren't coming for advice. They don't want to hear it. That's a big wall around you, just saying, nobody will tell me anything. Well, that's a big stumbling block.
Thank you.
Next,
The next energy is that how can we continue to move forward on the path rather than take two steps forward and then again take two steps back?
get with somebody who will help you. Just like a good tennis player, they've got a trainer. A good person trying to learn an instrument, they've got a good teacher. Somebody who's trying to do anything, they've got somebody who's guiding them. You need help. You can't think you're going to get out there by yourself and swim alone, and there's lots of sharks out there, is what I tell people. And so you can try it, but you'll get pulled under. Honestly, you need the help of people who know. This is why we have a guru. This is why we have people who guide us. This is why we have people in charge of centers. This is why we have acharyas. This is why we have teachers. Be thy own teacher is not right, especially in things so subtle as this a spiritual path. Be thy own guru. Well, good luck. You're completely in Maya if you're thinking that. So let other people help you. Be with strong people on the path. Don't be with weak people complaining. And I just get so tired of people's excuses. It goes on and on. So just be strong in yourself, be with strong people. It's pretty simple. Study the teachings, practice the teachings, and do your sadhana and serve. Be in the satsang. It's not a big thing, but people fall easily. I hate to say, but it's true. So all of those things together can help you. I can't tell you how happy I am when I go to all the centers, and I can't speak for all of them right now, but I was just in Gargan, and to see the brightness of those devotees, the strength, and so much comes from the leader, honestly. And so you have to be with people who are who you want to be like, and people who are strong on the path, people who are no nonsense, people are there all the time, people are in tune, people who are impersonal, not somebody hugging you all the time. You just have to what I mean by that is, oh, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. You're not okay. I mean, there's a lot of problems people have. So somebody will actually tell you this is wrong. You may not like it, but they'll certainly tell you. So that's what's going to help you.
Thank you, Janaji. Just one last question. So, how would Swamiji or Master act if they see one of their devotees fall? Would they like support or would they warn?
Well, we all know the story of Kumar. That boy was Swami Shrikeswarji, and he tried to shield him. But then Kumar left and he got into some worldly old bad habits. And he came back and he tried to come back. And Swami Shrikeswarji he couldn't even see him. He told Makunda, he said, you tell him he can't come back. So it would depends, surely, but nobody's gonna couch you or just say nothing's wrong. You can do whatever you want here. You can't do whatever you want. And you can't come and do whatever you want. You'll be asked not to come. So it's not you just come and do everything. I think Swamiji was certainly had a big heart and he helped people the best way he could, but honestly, I saw so many people coming and going. It was like, honestly, what he said, it was like a hotel. People checked in, people checked out. They didn't have the experiences they thought they'd have in meditation right away. They were asked to serve, they didn't want to serve. They were asked to meditate, they didn't want to meditate. You know, just the basics. I don't want to do it, and it's your fault. So it's it's very subtle, and this is a very deep topic. I hope people are getting it because it's not something to play around with. You can just be heading straight, and then suddenly you're just veering off, and you keep veering, keep veering. If there's nobody there to say, "Hey, where are you going?" You just keep veering, and then suddenly you wonder, "What happened to me? How did I get here? And why is my life going the way it is?" I would say to close that everybody, I mean, I try every day, just go to master, say, whatever you want is what I want. I don't want delusion. I don't want to be in Maya. I want what you want. I want to find God. And if he takes things away, be happy. Don't cry and, oh, why did he take this away? It's for your own good. It's for your own good. And you'll see years later, maybe months later, maybe weeks, maybe the next day, you'll see, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful that Master took those things away. I never needed them. And just know, just like a good parent, if something's not good for the child, it's going to take it away. Ask him to say, even if you don't want it to do it, say, I don't even really want to say this, you know? But Master, whatever you want, I want. Even if I don't really, I'm affirming. You see, I'm even affirming it. And one day it'll be my reality. God bless you all. Thank you, Natendra. Bye bye, everybody.